I'm going to call this meeting to order at 7 p.m. for the Wayne Township Board of Trustees meeting for March 5th, 2024. May I get a roll call, please?
Mr. Patrick.
Here.
Mr. Jacobs.
Here.
Ms. Colvin.
Here.
All present and accounted for.
And if you haven't done so already, or if you have not been able to sign back in the back, we have a sign-in sheet back there with the agenda as well for anybody that wants that. Good evening, everybody. Can you please rise for Pledge Allegiance? I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Next is approval of the minutes of the previous meeting from February 20th.
Make a motion to approve the minutes of February 20th.
I will second that.
All those in favor, signify by saying
Aye. Do you have any additions, removals, or disclosures from the posted agenda?
Yes, I have resolution 2024-28. Resolution approving the countywide 911 final plan. Resolution 2024-29, approve the acceptance and hiring of Tanner D. SHINKLE to the Wayne Township Fire Department as a volunteer firefighter in training. Resolution 2024-30, approve the acceptance and hiring of Richard A. Scott to the Wayne Township Fire Department as a volunteer firefighter 2. And resolution 2024-31, approve the acceptance of memorial donations on behalf of the Wayne Township Fire Department. Resolution 2024-32 will be pending, subject to executive session.
Okay, thank you, Gus. Okay, we will start out by, if there's any citizens' comments. Do we have any tonight? Yes, sir.
Right, just fresh.
Yes.
Yeah, please.
My name is Brighton Smith, and I'm pleased to be here with you all tonight. I am running for Warren County Clerk of Courts, and one of the things that I've found in traversing the campaign trail is that a lot of people do not understand exactly what that role is, what the Clerk of Courts does. So I'll just briefly explain it to you the same way I've explained it to people going door to door. Is essentially the Clerk of Courts handles the acceptance, filing, and indexing of your court filings, whether it is the Common Pleas Court or the County Court. But also unknown to a lot of people, the Clerk's Office Title Division also handles the titling of all the motor vehicle and watercraft within our county. So hopefully you do not encounter the Clerk's Office through a legal filing, which may happen because maybe you get stopped for speeding or something like that. Hopefully it's something minor like that. But even very major offenses, felonies, etc., come through the Clerk's Office. But for everybody, if you own a motor vehicle or watercraft, you encounter the Clerk of Court's office. And so I am campaigning because I believe in the importance of that office. I also want to see that office and its staff served well in a very modern and updated fashion through a modern and updated filing system. And then I also wanted to come here to talk to you because I believe that all of that other stuff aside, it's also important as that our countywide elected officials are accessible to the community. And so I just want to let you know that as a countywide elected official, should the people of this county bless me enough to give me that role, I will always be available and accessible to all of you if you ever have any questions or anything that I can help you out with. So again, my name is Brighton Smith, and thank you for your time.
Thank you for
Great,
coming.
thank you for
Brian.
coming. Yeah, appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, Chris Colvin, 1033 Jefferson Ridge Way, Louise, Ohio. Just an update on Country Estates. House Resolution 3 was in the House Ways and Means Committee, and they heard proponent testimony, which was given on February the 6th.
What is this? I'm sorry.
Convention States.
Convention States. HDR 3, it's in the House and Ways and Means, and we're very optimistic that it's going to go to a full vote this way.
Okay.
And then hopefully from that we'll go someone will introduce introduce it to the Senate as well. So we had good testimony. I went and just sat in on it. So it was worth, just give you an update on that.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
That's great. Yeah, thank you. Is there anyone else? Seeing none more. Next, we will go to our department reports.
And I'm first.
Mr. Camry, you're the man. Yes, sir.
Good evening, board.
Good evening.
Not a whole lot to report on this, this first meeting.
Have a good night.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Here in March. I'll have the final road resurfacing list for you next meeting. Currently, we've just been, with the weather, we've kind of been prepping for spring. I mean, we've been getting tractors in, servicing mowers, same thing, just, you know, getting ready for what appears to be maybe an early mowing season. And the tax refund season, I can tell you, is in full swing, because it seems like at least twice a week, and sometimes 3 times, people are getting their refunds already, going out and buying new things, and then dumping their old things alongside the road. So, which is nothing new. It happens every year this time, so.
Well, we appreciate you getting that couch that was left along the road, so we appreciate
Couches, love seats, recliners, regular chairs, television sets, freezers, refrigerators, you
it.
name it. So, even down to stuffed animals, so. But I haven't had one of them big giant teddy bears yet. I probably ought to knock on wood for that, so. That's all I have, unless you have anything you need to pass on to me.
Anything on that, grant?
I've not heard anything yet back from the EPA yet,
Okay,
so.
all right.
Quick as I do, you will know it.
Thank you.
Thank you, Scott.
You're welcome, thank you.
Appreciate you.
Fire department report, Chief Beckett, how you doing, sir?
Yes.
Good, how are you?
Good.
It's my first,
Yes, welcome.
my first report. Having said that, should you guys want anything else other than what's in the report, just let me know. I will tell you that, it's been a great week and 2 days. Everyone's been very warm and welcoming, so I appreciate everyone doing that. Our run totals for February were 45 EMS runs, 38 fire runs, 1 public service call, for a total of 84 runs. That brings us up to 113 EMS runs. For the end of February, 61 fire runs, 2 public service calls, for a total of 176. Now what we are doing is we're gonna enhance that report a little bit to break it out on exactly what type of calls we're doing on. It shows ALS, BLS. Public service calls can be a myriad of things, and so hopefully we get it all worked out, and because we're gonna be data driven, we'll get a more comprehensive breakdown of what those calls are for the next meeting. ESO is our fire reporting system. It's countywide. I've used ESO before, but it's been over a year or so, so getting back into it and getting used to it. So we did have our first officers meeting, a department meeting last night, set out the expectations for the officers and the members. I had a pretty good question and answer session. Lots of good questions. I hope I gave them lots of good answers. So, yeah, the 2 members that or the 2 potential members that were being hired, that we'd like to bring forward, were in the process prior to my hiring. 1 has certification, 1 does not. I will be in Columbus tomorrow morning for the winter symposium, the end of the winter symposium for the State Fire Chiefs Association. And the reason I'm going is because there's two topics that they're really gonna talk on. One is workforce development and sustainment discussion, and that's a roundtable discussion. So that's where everyone from around the state is gonna echo our, where'd everybody go? And how we can impact that. And the other one is the marijuana and CBD in the workplace panel. I don't think that's such a big issue or any of the other departments are having that. Guys are using like CBD oil, and then departments have random drug tests, well, it will show them positive, and, you know, so just, get a little more, I don't wanna get too deep into the weeds on that, but I wanna know enough to be a little educated on it. We met with Clear Creek's Assistant Chief Cox about locution, and what locution is it's really set up for multi-station, operations. So if we were to have two runs right now, or two stations right now that were staffed, and we'd get a run, the pagers would, and the house tones would go off in both stations. What locution does is it takes it speeds up the dispatch, because it comes straight from the computer, it speeds it up about 3 seconds, but it can differentiate between the two stations. And so at 3 o'clock in the morning, if station 1 gets a run, station 2 doesn't get woken up. However, we've got the one station in operation, and the cost is a little extreme for us right now, so we decided, we appreciate the locution, but we'll save that for a later date.
Yeah.
And I did find out this morning, got an email yesterday, read it this morning, Lieutenant Patterson put in for a grant for unification pagers for $10,000. We were awarded it. There's some implementation issues going on with those unification pagers. So the grant is for communications equipment. So we're trying to hopefully work out that issue, but if it doesn't, with the broad wording on that grant, we can use that money elsewhere. So, and I think that's all I have for you, unless anyone has any questions.
Would that grant 100% cover the pagers that you ready?
That grant will cover about 8 or 9 pagers of the unification. The unification pagers are essentially a little radio without a microphone, so they cover VHF and and you can switch to monitor different channels and stuff on it. When they work, they're neat. We had them up north, but they gotta work. So I don't wanna spend money on something that's not 100% working.
Right, okay,
So.
great, thanks.
Thank you, Chief. Yeah, thank you. You guys have anything else for the Chief? Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Good first report.
They'll only get better.
Yes, sir. Zoning Department, Ms. Logan, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good.
All right, well, there's just a list of my permits for the month. I'm still waiting, I believe that the BZA meeting this month is most likely gonna be canceled. Kind of some changing plans with that applicant. I should know that later this week.
7173?
Yes, Greenworks. But I've been meeting with some different people, have different ideas for some of those properties, nothing firm yet. And other than that, as far as major projects, the magazine is on schedule now. I'm working on some final drafts this week.
Thank you. Any other questions? Perfect. Administrator's report, Mr. Edwards.
Good evening, board.
Good evening.
Fire chief's position, the first week's transition and onboarding's gone really very well, and without any incidents. And I'm sure we'll all grow with each other, and as we learn and grow together. And I'd like to thank the chief on his first week, and I also want to thank all the members for helping during the transition and for accepting him on as the new chief. LOEB Trust, there's been a legal challenge to the LOEB Trust, and the Warren County Prosecutor's Office is representing us and our interests, and we'll need to approve our stance from legislation further on in the legislation part of our meeting. There won't be any change, substantial change. What's really challenging is whether or not Turtle Creek, Deerfield, and Clear Creek are still considered rural local governments, which is part of the qualifications and criteria that's laid out in the LOEB Trust. I think we, and part of our support is the fact that all three of those still have some rural aspects to them. They're not like municipalities where it's all strictly urban. There are some urban, some rural sections in those townships. The CAD incident message, Warren County Commissioners approved a resolution and the policy statement that limits the CAD incident messaging to first responders only and law enforcement only. It identifies information and access and protection along with the users, keeping an updated rosters of individuals to whom the authorized jurisdiction has granted access to incident data feeds. What they're basically looking for us is to send them a roster of everybody that we have given access to so that they can maintain that and they know who has access to the CAD instant messaging systems that they use. And this is part brought on by the county commissioners to protect them liability-wise and making sure that each jurisdiction is helping out with liability by following policy. Road Department report, they've been working on the 2000 International 4900 dump truck, removing all of our equipment off of it and preparing it for its return to Warren County. This little note in here, we received 8 years of service and the extended the life of this dump truck by 21,000 miles. So we're very grateful for the working relationship we have with the Warren County Engineers Office and Warren County Commissioners. This is, I think, one of the last of the Mohicans of the truck exchanges, but I think the program has been very well done and managed. We take a piece of equipment that they've got most use out of in this life, but we were still able to gain 8 more years of service out of it. So they put 21,000 miles on it.
Very good.
Next item on our Ohio Insurance Services, May 1st renewal. I was on the phone with them today. I want to thank everybody that filled out their form fire. They're starting to get some quotes back in, and we have some, the good news is we are getting some agencies that are willing to quote us now, and so I think we got 2 new quotes in and probably a couple more coming in within the next couple weeks. So maybe by the next meeting, they'll have some updated pricing and so forth. And right now, renewals don't look bad. What's going up is not going up at a very high rate. So have more on that to come. I had in your packets, went to attend the Warren County Commission Visitors Bureau's annual update and awards. And I had in there all the list of local businesses that received awards, and Waynesville, it was kind of interesting sitting down there countywide and seeing how much, Waynesville probably, or Waynesville area took probably a third of, 25% to 30% of the awards. It really stood out, that, hardly any from Springboro and Mason, so pretty much Lebanon and Waynesville and some of the rural areas of the county got most awards, so it was pretty nice.
We could move that up a little bit to show everybody that people, if you could.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
What a fun township.
Yeah, some of the other interesting things they talked about was the World Heritage Site. As soon as that was announced, it was made official, they actually saw immediate pickup of people that came from overseas and everywhere to come to some of the site. There were 3 different locations in the hive. Coming to Fort Ancient was a noticeable uptick. And so they think that there'll be more to come. And a lot of people are coming, but there's some people that follow those and they come for a period of time, for a week, 2 weeks, sometimes even a month at a time. Other things on the Convention and Visitors Bureau, Warren County Sports Collectors is almost sold out for the year. I mean, they're really, I think, really, I guess, been looking out. So much that they, even since it's been built, now they added 2 more turf fields to get some of the shoulder business, the late fall, early spring. They actually had tournaments, soccer tournaments and stuff down there just here in the last 2 or 3 weeks. So they've done so well. So again, very well, a lot of information. Then they gave statistics and numbers on the amount of revenue and so forth that's generated, and I won't get into that because I can't remember all that. Also included in your packet, just a short one-page 2023 financial chart that shows basically where all of our funds were, what were each fund, what it received, and what expenditures was out of each fund. So that may give you a little better idea of where we were last year and then going into next year.
I'd like to make note, 2023, we took in $339,663.68 in interest. Highest on record in 40 years that I know of. And don't think me, think the people in Washington.
Thanks inflation.
That's good.
They can push, yeah.
What'd you say it was, John?
339,663.68.
The appropriations that were on there were the ones that that was for 2023 appropriations, right?
Yes.
Okay. So we underspent what by a lot, what we had said we were gonna spend.
Yes.
Okay.
Administration building, all flagpoles on hold. Just footnote, Major Smith will be here at our April 2nd meeting, so he'll be on the agenda. And I will be absent on vacation at the next PG's board meeting.
Okay.
And that's all I have.
I hope you have a great vacation.
Yes.
Thank you.
Any more questions for Gus?
Have none.
Thank you, Gus. Appreciate it. Old business, we got the website and other. Does anybody else have any other?
Website, it should have an update next week, or next meeting.
Okay, sounds good.
In the other, I saw that you have that resolution about the flag poles. You had that in the packet, and, are you getting that printed, or are you going to put that on and put it in?
I printed one out to see if you thought it was okay. And if you
Yeah.
can, I can laminate it or whatever. And,
I think we just put it in a frame, I guess, right, with glass.
oh, okay.
That's what I was thinking, because
Okay.
people had to hang it on the wall there, is where they wanted to
Okay.
hang it on the wall.
We'll get it framed.
Okay.
Sounds good.
How did you guys see it?
I can see that. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, that's nice. I like the background.
Yeah.
Okay, now we're on to new business. Any questions or concerns? Oh, there it is. For everybody to see.
Yep.
2009.
That's a few years ago.
Just a few years.
Yeah.
That's great.
Thanks.
Next, we got new business. Any questions, concerns with the bills? You guys have any questions, concerns?
None.
I have none as well. Now we're gonna move into legislation. So we'll start off with resolution. I'll let you guys catch up for a second.
These resolutions here.
You got it. Thank you, Gus. Resolution 2024-24, a resolution authorizing an annual contribution to the Greater Warren County Drug Task Force for the year 2024. So, whereas this Warren County Drug Force continues to provide specialized regional drug enforcement to all Warren County communities. And if you go down there, you see whereas 2024 contribution requested is $5,523. I do believe that was our 2023 donation.
No, actually 23 was 49 something, I believe.
It's 49.
Typically $1 per
Yeah, it's
It's
$1.
$1 per estimated
resident.
resident.
I'll make a motion to approve resolution 2024-24.
I will second that.
Left blank.
And then we'll do,
Yeah, at the
at the front.
5523.
Yep, I agree. I'll second that.
Okay, got a motion from Ms. Colvin, second Mr. Jacobs to adopt resolution 2024-24. Call roll thereon, Mr. Patrick.
Yay.
Ms. Colvin.
Here, yes.
Mr. Jacobs.
Yes.
Here.
This resolution is hereby adopted this day of March 2023.
Next, we're gonna have resolution 2024-25, it's authorization, participation, and contracting with Warren County Engineers Office for Warren County 2024 paving, striping, and chip seal programs.
Yeah, so the board just has to, pass a resolution to allow us to participate and let the engineer's office, do the bidding. This year for just, the chip seal.
Do we have an X amount though? This resolution has a,
As a dollar amount.
dollar amount kind of,
Does it get approved later, or is that?
That's the format they requested.
That's the format, yeah, 'cause
We won't know until.
we won't
I
know
know,
until it's
right,
bid.
right,
Well, once it's bid, we also put another resolution in there to approve that later on.
Correct.
So we just put
should we just?
to be
accept
determined
it?
later, or X out?
Yeah, you probably just put TBD in there.
TBD, to be
Yeah.
determined.
Don't you think,
We
guys?
have final amount to be determined at the time contract is awarded, and we already have appropriations for
Right.
that, so I can't really, I don't understand why they've done it that way.
Yeah, that was the one that they forwarded on to me so.
Yeah, when you
We
participate, you
just
don't really dedicate anything, because you
Yeah.
just put a hazard mileage on it anyway. We gotta figure out what comes back from the bid event anyway,
Right,
in order to be able to know what we're gonna do.
exactly.
I will make a motion to adopt resolution 2024-25 with the amount TBD.
I will second that.
Okay, I have a motion from Mr. Patrick, second by Ms. Colvin to adopt resolution 2024-25. Call roll on Ms. Colvin,
Yes,
Mr. Jacobs.
Yes.
Mr. Patrick.
Yes.
This resolution is hereby adopted this the 5th day of March 2023.
Now, we have resolution 2024-26. This is a resolution authorizing the Board of Trustees to transfer excess township property, the 4900 International Dump Truck, to another governmental agency.
So this is the same, I mean, we got it from the Warren County Engineers Office in 2016. And so it got titled to us through the Board of Wayne Township Trustees. So we just had to have a piece of legislation resolution to transfer it back to the commissioners, actually.
it was given to us for free, so we're returning it for free.
Correct. And then it's on them to dispose of it.
I'll make a motion to adopt resolution 2024-26.
I will second that.
Okay, a motion from Ms. Colvin, second by Mr. Jacobs to adopt resolution 2024-26. Call roll thereon, Mr. Jacobs,
Yes.
Mr. Patrick.
Yay.
Ms. Colvin.
Yes,
This resolution is hereby adopted this the 5th day of March 2024.
Now we have resolution 2024-27. This is a resolution authorizing the Warren County Prosecutor's Office to enter a notice of appearance and file a responsive pleading on the township behalf in response to a lawsuit filed by the trustees of the LOEB Trust. Any more you want with that, Gus?
No, I think you guys were all copied on that legal
yeah.
Yes.
filing, so.
Well, I think, so you don't think our prosecutor has a kind of conflict of interest because Turtle Creek is one of the ones that's named as, you know, 'cause he's gonna be representing them too, where they're potentially gonna be cut out.
Well, the lawsuit's against all 11 towns.
Right.
It's all this.
Yeah.
So he has to represent
And
the
I think
trust.
he's representing us in the format, or, basically that we all should be included.
Yeah,
Uh,
so,
So, and really, I think the way that it reads and everything is, it's more getting another opinion on the definition of
what rule?
what rule it, means. Now that one of the applicants or one of the original parties to writing and drafting that document, and there was a legal opinion that originated 20 years ago on the document, and so I think this is just to confirm that now that they have a new set of board members on it.
Okay.
All right.
I'll make a motion to approve resolution 2024-27.
Second.
Okay, a motion, I have a motion by Mr. Jacobs, second by Mr. Patrick, to adopt resolution 2024-27. Call roll thereon. Ms. Colvin,
Yes.
Mr. Patrick,
Yes.
Mr. Jacobs.
Yes.
This resolution is hereby adopted this 5th day of March 2024.
And here's our addition resolutions. We have resolution 2024-28. This is a resolution approving the countywide 911 final plan. Any questions on this?
None. Make a motion to adopt resolution 2024-28.
I'll second.
Okay, I have a motion by Mr. Patrick, second by Mr. Jacobs, to adopt resolution 2024-28. Call roll thereon. Mr. Jacobs,
Yes.
Mr. Patrick,
Yes.
Ms. Colvin.
Yes.
This resolution is hereby adopted this the 5th day of March 2024.
Now we have resolution 2024-29. This is approve the acceptance and hiring of Tanner D. Shinkle to the Wayne Township Fire Department as a volunteer firefighter / EMT in training. Any questions?
Anything to add, Chief?
No, he was interviewed by, Chief Lodge and Aaron, I believe, and they deemed them worthy, so.
Yeah.
All right.
Tanner, we interviewed, and he does not have, he's not started any of his classes or anything, but he does live here in the village. He's a graduate of Ohio State University. He's working with the Warren County Soil and Water District, and he's been encouraged to become a member, and he wants to give back to the community, and so we want to strike the iron while it's hot and get him enrolled in classes while he's used to going to class.
Are we gonna, pay for any of his classes? Have we talked about that?
We haven't talked about it yet, but we'll see. Most of the level 1 classes are generally covered by a state fire marshal grant from the
Okay.
county, so.
That's good.
I'm sorry, I know Tanner, he's a good guy, so
Yeah.
he's looking, he's good, yeah.
This past summer,
Yeah.
sounds good, yeah.
Well, it should be noted as well that he's kind of a legacy as well, because his dad was on the department once upon a time.
Good.
That's
Yeah.
good.
I'll make a motion to adopt resolution 2024-29.
I will second that.
We need another Tanner.
Okay, we have a motion, Ms. Colvin, second by Mr. Jacobs, to adopt resolution 2024-29. Call roll thereon. Mr. Patrick.
Yay.
Mr. Jacobs.
Yes.
And Ms. Colvin.
Yes.
This resolution is hereby adopted this the 5th day of March 2024.
Next, we have resolution 2024-30. This is approve the acceptance and hiring of Richard A. Scott to the Wayne Township Fire Department as a volunteer firefighter 2. Anything you want to add to this one as well?
He comes certified to the level 2. We'll see, we get him to an EMT class if he so desires, and go from there.
Sounds good. I will make a motion to approve resolution 2024-30.
I will second that.
Okay, a motion by Mr. Jacobs, second by Ms. Colvin, to adopt resolution 2024-30. Call roll thereon. Ms. Colvin.
Yes.
Mr. Patrick.
Yay.
Mr. Jacobs.
Yes.
This resolution is hereby adopted this the 5th day of March 2024.
Next, we have resolution 2024-31. This is approve the acceptance of memorial donations on behalf of the Wayne Township Fire Department. So there's been several memorial donations received in honor of Judy Crane, who was one of the original EMTs and served Wayne Township.
Yeah, and on this, just wanted to reflect that, we recognize these people, and we sent thank yous letters to them. A lot of times these funds or these donations come into WTFD Inc. We've created or are going to create a separate account for these type of funds that we receive through the township that's actually made for the purpose of membership usage and so forth. So it's not, you know, recognizing it's not taxpayers' money, that it is money that's been donated for the benefit of membership.
That was really nice of you to be able to do that.
Yeah, it is.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Make a motion to adopt resolution 2024-31.
I will second that.
Okay, I have a motion by Mr. Patrick, second by Mr. Jacobs to adopt resolution 2024-31. Call roll thereon. Mr. Jacobs?
Yes.
Ms. Colvin?
Yes.
Mr. Patrick?
Yeah, yay.
This resolution is hereby adopted this the 5th day of March 2024.
Guys,
Skip the next one.
update the format here. This yes is.
Yeses are kind of yays.
Always. Well, yeah, no, it's just too modern.
Mr. Patrick motion. And second.
Oh, no.
Siri is not.
The robots are taking over.
That's right.
So we'll skip over the resolution 2024-32. Does anybody else have any other new business?
You're on tomorrow, right?
All right, next will be correspondence.
I have no correspondence.
You have anything, Gus?
No, just a copy of the letter that Chief had on, from the State Fire Marshal's Office on that grant. And then also, I think I sent out to you what I received certified mail, and that's the 911 plan that was updated. So
Okay, yes.
I think I forwarded a copy along to everybody of that. That's all I have.
So I did attend the Warren County Public Health District meeting today. A couple of big things is basically there is a tire collection events for this coming year in April. April 13th is going to be at the Franklin Township Administrative Office, 418 Fairview Drive in Carlisle, Ohio. And April 27th, it'll be Harlan Township Administration Office at 9120 Mara Rossburg Road, Pleasant Plain, Ohio. Tire events run from 8 a.m. till noon. Rims must be removed from tires, no metal accepted. EPA regulation requires any person hauling more than 10 tires must be registered scrap tire transporter. So just want to give everybody a heads up on that.
Do you want to put that on Facebook?
We can do that. That's another thing I was going to do too. The other thing too, they were talking about direct financial assistance for repair or replacement of failing household sewage treatment systems. So these funds are available. So basically they said that they've got enough applicants already to take them into 2025. So just be aware that anybody has a septic system that is failing, you can contact them as well and they can help you out and they might be able to have some additional funds. They fund in 50%, 85%, and 100%, depending on all the different nuances of it. But it's something good that it would be nice for our township residents to know that it is there and is available. But they are up to 2025 budgets. So just to give everybody a heads up, there is a waiting line. The other thing too, they talked about Warren County Health District also talked about measles. We've had on the news, we've talked about measles in Montgomery County, and I guess in Miami County might have another one as well. The good news is everybody went through the 21 days and there's no other symptoms at all. There was probably maybe about 3 of them that was over towards 8 children's that were in Warren County, but they all cleared, so we're all fine right now. No cases in Warren County. So that is good, very, very good. So just wanted to give you guys a heads up on that. It was a very good meeting. It's good to attend, so I appreciate you guys letting me attend as well. So thank you.
Thank you.
We got anything else for elected officials comments? You guys have anything?
Thanks to everybody who's attended tonight, anybody who's watching.
Yeah, appreciate it, definitely appreciate it. We have anything for work session? Everybody's good there? Okay, I guess we will talk about executive session. So, personal matters, ORC 121.22G1. So, this is to consider the employment, dismissal, discipline, promotion, demotion, or compensation of public employee or official, or investigate charges or complaints against a public employee, official, licensee, regulated individual, unless a public employee, official, licensee, or regulated individuals request a public hearing, except as otherwise provided by law. No body shall hold an executive session for the discipline of elected official for the conduct related to performance of elected officials' official duties, or for elected official removal from office. If a public body holds an executive session pursuant to Division G1 of this section, the motion and vote to hold the executive session shall state which one or more of the approved purposes listed in Division G, Section 1 of this section are purposes for which the executive session is to be held, but not to include the name of any persons to be considered at the meeting.
Make a motion to enter executive session personnel matters, ORC 121.22G1.
I will second that.
Okay, I have a motion by Mr. Patrick, second by Ms. Colvin, to go into executive session. Call roll thereon, Mr. Patrick.
Yay.
Mr. Jacobs.
Yes.
Ms. Colvin.
Yes.
Executive session begin at 7:40.
7:40?
Keep record, let me know, but Stacy and I, so we can get into the minutes.
We will re-enter normal session at 8:34 is what I have on my phone. We left the executive session at 8:32. And so now we have a resolution 2024-32. So I guess if you could move that up to 2024-32 resolution, if you could, please. Thank you. Yes, this is approving of the promotion or appointment of officers within the Wayne Township Fire Department. Basically, after evaluation current leadership members of the department, Chief Beckett recommends immediate appointment of Kyle Laylich as the Assistant Chief of Wayne Township Fire Department.
Make a motion to adopt resolution 2024-32.
I will second that.
Roll call vote.
Yeah.
We have a first from Josh and a second from
Yes, sir.
Andy.
Yep.
Okay, roll call. Ms. Colvin,
Yes.
Mr. Patrick,
Yes.
and Mr. Jacobs.
Yay.
You sure you're not here?
Favor? Resolution 2024-32 is hereby approved.
Okay. Sounds good. And that concludes our,
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I will second that.
All right.
Yay.
Aye.
All in favor?
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
Hooray.
And it's adjourned.